Hello everyone, welcome back to Factorio using the space exploration mod. So we just got our utility teal science going, this pack, and now we're getting logistics. So that's the cryonite pack. The next pack we need to get is the vulcanite pack. Before we can do that though, we should go down to the surface and probably, well, change a few things up, see where problems are appearing. We've had science off for a while, so now that it's going again, I'm imagining that some of the parts of our factory that we're working are going to be having some problems since we have so much higher resource consumption. It still doesn't look like this is working that well. Like, this is never turning on. It's just like we're not able to load into the labs fast enough. I think it's just that these labs are very fast. Their research speed is 24. So we're just having trouble getting the right packs into them. Maybe, would this solve it? I don't think so. And why aren't you getting the teal at all? Because I screwed up. That's why there's a problem. There's some extra little machine data on that belt. Where's that coming from? Junk data cards. They must have just got it right in the front before our filters were working. So look at this. Swarm safety. Logistic bots won't damage things when they crash. And this is research from 1 to infinity. And apparently it doesn't need very much. And it doesn't even need the lower science packs. It's weird. Very curious recipe. But we don't need that. We're going to look for everything else. What would be most useful? Speed? Worker robot speed. That's going to be helpful. And we can even get the next power armor too. That would be very nice. So basically we have up to here, from there to there. Then we have to bring in the vulcanite ones. I think it must have just been a small issue. Yeah, we're still not handling the junk very well. We need to do that in a more systematic way. This can go there. The junk data cards to be refreshed. Alright, let's go down to the planet. We need to set up a new rocket. Where is my capsule? Or did I bring it myself? Riveting gameplay, yes? I made these recycling facilities. I need to set those up. Because right now we have a lot of intermediate products that's being stored in boxes. We're almost out of life support though, so we do need to go back down. But where is my capsule? Where did I put it? Hey, look at this, there's some copper ore up here even. You know what? I should just scan this entire system and see how big it is. Here. Novice orbit. Scan. Because I was assuming it was infinite size, but then we saw the other maps, and they're very tiny. Like here, take a look at Samil, where we're doing our cryonite stuff. Oop. That's not what I wanted. So it's actually literally got this, like, the curve of the planet right here. Or I guess it's a moon, not a planet. Anyway, so it's a small map. I'm wondering if orbit's also small. Looks like there's some more stuff out here. There's some rocks in space. I think it's already bigger than than the other place. Anyway, we'll let that go for a bit. I can't seem to find my capsule. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's go back down to Novice. And I didn't specify where to land, so I don't know why it landed me there, but whatever. Alright, here's all our ground stuff. Let's get our life support switching back. And we just got logistics, so I think we should maybe take advantage of that to reset up our mall and build a few other products that we have been kind of ignoring. In particular, our next science pack is going to be... Where is it? This one, the Vulcanite science pack. And that's going to need these Vulcanite blocks, which I'm going to produce in another blueprint thing, production line. So Vulcanite blocks, that's the equivalent of Cryonite rods, but it's built from a different process. Where are they? These. So it's built, it produces steam, which is a bit strange, but that's okay. It's built from crushed Vulcanite, like the crushed Cryonite, but also enriched Vulcanite. And enriched Vulcanite is made from crushed Vulcanite and a little bit of enriched Vulcanite and sulfur. And then you get a little bit of it just for free. So it's a lot like uranium. Where when you process uranium, you get like the good green, the light green. So we need to, and it actually happens in centrifuges too. What is this telling me? Surface scan. Maybe I should just turn that off if it's going to take forever. Here. Yeah, it looks like this might be infinite space. So, here, turn that back, please. Ah! Stop all scans. Yeah. So we need to produce those centrifuges. And let me see what else. We also need to produce crushed Vulcanite for that, just regularly. So this is going to be a little weird. Like, we're going to be producing... crushed Vulcanite just produces enriched Vulcanite, but then you can also get more of it as you need in centrifuges. But you never, like, switch to a recipe where you don't get it, if that makes sense. It's going to be strange, so we're going to have to, like, do some circuitry to keep enough of the enriched in our process, in our production facility, rather than spitting all of it out into the next segment. What did we say for Cryonite rods we were doing as our timing? We said 10 per second? That seems fine. We'll specify 10 per second here. And we're not producing enough enriched Vulcanite from this because it's not guaranteed. 67 centrifuges. Or rather, we produce some extra, I guess. Because of the way it works. Because it's imbalanced between the two recipes. So we're going to end up with it eventually having a more crushed Vulcanite and a lot... I'm sorry. We're going to produce enough enriched... Well, we can just turn these off, I guess, if we have too much. But that's what I'm saying, is that even if we get all the crushed Vulcanite we need, we're still going to be producing more from this process. Maybe I can... Depending on the order I put these in, it just says we have extra. This doesn't handle... it doesn't handle this kind of loops within recipes very well. But at the end of the day, this only needs 5 furnaces. What if we do it all in... in an industrial furnace? Only 3. And these are in centrifuges, because they don't have radiation facilities. And it seems like they're the same. Looks like they're the same, except for this one, the centrifuge is cheaper. Oh, this is the space one. This is the space version of it. And I can't make that, right? Radiation facility? Let's just double check. No. So that guarantees that we have to build this on one of the surfaces rather than shipping home just the raw ore and then doing it all in space. These happen in, not in a mechanical facility, but in a pulverizer. So 10 pulverizers, a whole bunch of centrifuges. That's what we need to make right now. We need to, let's set up some of these requester chests. First requester chest at 65 hours. Don't know what this is for. Electromagnetic facilities. Laser facility. There, okay, there's the radiation facility. So I could do it that way if I want to make this in space. I kind of don't. Here, get better logistics stuff. But let's just make this area a little quick. Something we'll use. We'll just build some random stuff here. So centrifuges are here. And they need all these things, which we'll bring in by bot. Here, I can switch this back. Are you making that somewhere else? Or do we just not have any? I think we don't have any. So maybe before I do centrifuges, I should just start building my basics. So we need to make steel chests. And from there, we need to make passive provider chests. Except for I shouldn't have done it that way. I should have left that blank. Get rid of these recipes. All right. Go ahead. Get swarm safety. Might as well. I have to admit, I don't even know where we're loading stuff into our system. We don't even have that many logistic bots. Only a few. Oops. A few hundred. Yeah, 900. But that will change, because now we have a new process. So you're not getting any greens or reds, because we're not loading them into any chests. Let's just go ahead and do that here. You need to be the blues. There's always a little magic to a logistic system eventually getting set up like this. I think it's cool, just the way it kind of bootstraps itself. These all need to be set small, though. I think I did that. Good. So we're having trouble with lack of steel. Steel is eventually arriving, just from way far away. But let's shove it into a box over here somewhere. And we can do the same with plastic. Sulfur. Eventually we'll have systems that, you know, aren't being belted in. But for now this is fine. I like that. That looked cool. Let's set up a few more of those. No, only 2 slots. Looks good. I think that's doing what we want. So how's this going up here? You're still having trouble building up chests. You're at a 50. Ah, because they're trying to fill up a whole bunch of chests over here. That's fine. And let's maintain the pattern, so we need to produce these, which need iron sticks, copper cable, and electric poles. What is it? The small electric poles. And I should probably replace all these with the better assembler. Let's go ahead and make those. So we have to make the burners first, right? And then assembly machine 1s, blue, and finally yellow. I'm looking for where we're not having these in a thing. Let's go ahead and grab a few of these and just throw them into our system. I do want these to be in space at some point. That's why I haven't just load them in, load all of them in. We'll send them along with us. And we're not even using them all up. There's still 500 to sit them around in boxes, in roboports. So let's replace these. Alright, now the whole point of doing this was to eventually work our way to building up the centrifuges. So I think all the parts are right there. We just need to make a few. Here. Make a centrifugate. What else should we make? Industrial furnaces? I think we have those somewhere. Make those. Oil refineries, sure. And those need pipe, which I don't have already. So we need to have a pipe here. And we'll set up something similar in space. Should I switch to making blues? I kind of don't want to. Reds are more than sufficient. Oh, we got effect transmission, right? Or is that still to come? We have access to it now, perhaps. Yeah, here it is. No, that needs red, so never mind. Blues are in here, right? Yeah, they're right there. You're just being lazy about grabbing them. Looks like we don't have heat. No, we do. They're right here. Bots are just being slow. Am I even recording? I am. Good. We still haven't seen one of these. Why aren't they grabbing the processing units? I don't know. Here, they're in the system, right? Yeah, 2.5 of them. Okay, there they go. No, wait, that's not the right one. Okay, on the way now. Good. Alright, while we're doing this, we should be looking at planets. So, there's the obvious one's this Vulcanite planet. It doesn't have a lot of crude oil. And another part of that recipe we were looking at was that we need petroleum gas. A small amount, but... And we also need sulfur. So we definitely need enough oil products. But maybe we need to ship that in to wherever we're building our Vulcanite processing. Because I'm not sure what we're seeing is enough. Here, I guess we could scan that planet. So no biters, right? Yeah. Lots of iron ore. Maybe this could be our new source of iron. Here, just go ahead and scan this. It's waterless. That's interesting. No trace of water can be found here. So how do we do oil processing? Ha. Like, okay, wait a minute. Like, all three of the new oil processings do require water. So does cracking. This doesn't. Cold liquefaction. It does require steam, which is kind of like water. Okay, that's a concern. How are we gonna do that? I guess we'll have to send a rocket over with a supply of petroleum gas just periodically. And, actually, wait a minute. Can we build the sulfur? Sulfur needs water, too. So it needs both sulfur and... Here, how's this going? Is this another huge one? Like, I was expecting it to have, like, an edge. But it doesn't seem to. Oh, it does. Good. Okay, yeah, so we can get the entire planet mapped at some point. But it's quite huge. It's quite large. Here, let's turn off that automated scan. Stop scan. It's a little hard on the eyes. Huh. I'm kind of going back and forth about whether I want to get into this whole thing where we're going to be shipping stuff down to this planet so that we can process the Vulcanite and then ship that away versus just sending the raw ore up. It might be easier just to send the raw ore. Another issue is we can't make rocket fuel on this planet then. So we'll have to send ships with rocket fuel so they can send the ship back. Which we can do. It's all possible. Just a bit of a shame, you know? I want it to be like our cryonite facility in Semil. Oh well. Okay, well, let me let that process for a little bit in my head, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do. I'm thinking, can centrifuges be built in space? I don't think they can. No, they can't. In fact, here, get rid of these. Okay, wait a minute. Would it be profitable to ship, like, to go halfway to do the crushing on the planet? Let's get that radiation facility so we can start building those. Like, I'm not sure how this stacks. Oh, crushed vulcanite just has flat fuel value. Okay, interesting. So I could, like, just feed that into a, I guess all these do. I could just feed that into a boiler and it would, you know, work. So let's switch this over to a radiation facility. It's the same speed, I believe, right? Yeah. So we could... Can I just play with something? Like, how much would it... Actually, I can't find stack sizes from this, can I? So if I were to request a Vulcanite, it would let me go like that. And that might not be that we can actually stack it as up to 200. I'm going to assume that well, okay, what's the conversion from... So 100 Vulcanite becomes 50 crushed Vulcanite only? Well, okay, that's... Assuming that they're the same. Like, I would assume that... I would actually assume that the Vulcanite stacks to 100 and the crushed stacks to 200. I thought it would be the other direction. I thought this would be like 1 to 8. But no. We'll have a rocket that sends up crushed Vulcanite and a little bit of enriched Vulcanite into space. And then in space, we'll do the enrichment and the processing into blocks. Okay, that solves that issue. But we still have the rocket fuel issue. Is that really a big concern? I don't think so. But I don't know the Delta V requirements for shipping all the way to... back and forth to that planet. It's not a moon. We've been shipping everything to the moon right now. Let's set up a cargo rocket just heading that direction and see what it has to say. Why aren't you loading stuff? This should be less than 100, right? 105. There. Now, then it'll load. Or even 102. Do I want to go the shoot in the space route? No, I definitely don't, because we won't be able to keep up with the heat shielding. It's the same issue. Alright, let's say we're going to send this to Odd... Okay, do we want to do it in Odkin orbit? I don't think so. I think we're going to bring it back to Nauvis orbit. So Odkin... It's only another 20,000 fuel. That's not bad. We're going to want to run ahead in a capsule and place the landing pad. Make me a landing pad, please. And are we making pulverizers? Do we have them somewhere? Here, make me some pulverizers. What was I doing? Landing pads. So I need this. And that needs radar. So we need to make radar. What is going on? Entities are being damaged. Oh, I think one of my robots maybe fell out of space. Or fell down or something. Now I don't even see it. Where was it? Here? I missed it. Well, it got repaired, whatever it was. Oh, so we'll need to... Well, okay, so we'll need to refuel. So we need a fuel facility also. What are they? They are fuel processors. No, fuel refineries. Why isn't this being built? Are we having problems in space? We don't have space. We ran out of purples here. Gotcha. Not purples, blues. Do I have logistic bots in space? Yeah. There we go. I'll get those going again. You're still gathering steel. Alright, we need to actually start planning this out. So, we're going to need a bunch of... Here, turn this off. We're going to need to go back up into space and get a bunch of solar panels at some point. We're going to need a bunch of poles. I need to get rid of all this junk. But get rid of all this junk. We're gonna need a bunch of fast transports. And okay, another one. Yeah, they're just occasionally having issues with repair. Do these bots not have homes, or why are they just hovering here? There's room. Are they waiting to recharge? Oh, I see. There's only one place in the world with repair packs, so they're waiting to put it back. Good. Better cooling. Alright, stop taking things away from Arabelle. Stop auto-trashing things. So we're gonna need a bunch of substations. Say that many. And I'll take some more big electric poles. That's probably too many. Four, 200 of each. And then maybe... no more than that. Probably a lot less than that. I have so many pulverizers over here. And without any need for them. I'll need roboports. We'll need a ton of accumulators. I don't think I need any piping, right? Because the piping is all going to be done in space. So I don't think I need that. I don't need solar panels either. We're going to use the better solar panels from space. Probably could use a few of these. Whole bunch of those. I need a whole bunch of miners. I'll need boxes. Yeah. Alright, let's load that in and start seeing how much room we have left. We have tons of room. What am I thinking? These rockets are huge. Sure. I'll bring some furnaces just because we might need to make some stuff locally. Look at all this stuff. I guess this is where we do more science, more sciencey stuff. Maybe that's the next wave. I need concrete. And we'll need what's it's to pack and unpack anyway. And judging from our last time doing this, we're gonna forget things. And we should just plan on accepting that we're not gonna be perfect. Like, how do we make filters? It's just green circuits. So let's make sure to send a bunch of green circuits along also. And some wiring, sure. Bots. I need to send a bunch of bots along. Construction bots. Okay, let's grab some more miners. And more power poles. These. And the miners. Looks good. Now we need to send a bunch of fuel. We want to fill the rest of this up with rocket fuel, I think, so that we can, we need at least, I don't even know how much, 800? I don't know how much, I know how much it takes to get off Nauvis, but not how much it takes to get off of, what's the name of the place? Aquan something? Oddquan? Oddkin. It might be, I mean, it's cheaper to fall down to a place than go up. But Nauvis is bigger than Oddkin. So, don't know. We'll find out. Do this while the rocket fuel is less than what? 1,000. And we have to, well, save some room for solar panels. Do we have our landing pad yet? Looks like everything here is side down. We do. Perfect. So before we can go there, we have to already be there. So I just want to build. I don't know. I don't know the ratio I'll need. I'll probably need. Oh, we have sections in space also. Here. Send that much up. And we'll fill the rest up with rocket fuel. We'll refuel in orbit. We definitely have more room to send stuff up. Here. Do it if it's less than 15. And it's one to 100. Wait, what's the ratio? Solid rocket fuel is 50 liquid. Oh. Okay, I thought it was 1 to 10. So that would make sense. Otherwise, we need 4,000. I mean, 8,000. So instead of okay, so it's 300 ish. So we should be fine. That's enough for a couple launches, even. Which is fine. Better to have and not need than need and not have. Alright. And I am carrying my life support, but nothing else. Just fuel. Okay, to orbit. Now remember, we can't just jump out to where we need to go. We have to hop one by one place by place. So our next destination is Solsalas orbit. Now each of these are requiring a first stage to launch. I don't know how many first stages we need. That's the issue. So I'm going to load, say, 5 more, and then fill the rest up with rocket fuel. Looks like we're excuse me. Looks like we're having some copper problems down on the planet. Excuse me. Any rocket fuel here? I probably already threw it into the other box if there was any. Nah. Okay. That's probably enough. Let's see if we can go. So, out to Solsalas orbit. Now, if you were actually doing a trip between one planet and another planet, you wouldn't need to stop at all the planet's moons on the way out. But I get what they're doing. We're consuming quite a bit of fuel, and that is 2 stages. I did not realize it was going to be more than one per. So out to Samil orbit. And technically we could land on the planet here and refuel, but I'm hoping we don't need to, because I'm thinking getting off the moon is going to be just as bad. So down to Samil would be only 6 to go down, but who knows what it would be to get up. Out to Hayes is another 1. Out to Elysium, another 1. I think they could have done something cool in the background if they, you know, some sort of view of the planet below us or something. Out to Azarind? And then comes the interplanetary transfer, right? Here, show me the... Yeah, that's our last moon. So now to go to hop to the next planet, how much is that? So to Aquan orbit. Hey, we can make it. It only needs 1 stage. See that okay, wait a minute. Let's see if now going out doesn't need much either. In fact, there's a greater requirement for going in than out, which makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Well, let's go. All right, and then down to the planet. I'm surprised we were able to get there. I mean, it used up almost all our fuel, but I thought we'd run out of cargo rockets and have to run home and you know, reload a save or something, or you know, do an emergency burn. We're gonna have to do an emergency burn anyway to get home, but we should be able to do it. Was drop off our cargo landing pad first. Down to the planet. And then we immediately burst into flame and die. And our science is stopped for some reason, so we'll have to figure that out at some point. I'm not using life support. Does this have... Does this have an atmosphere that I can breathe? It doesn't say. I don't know. But we're not using our life support. Otherwise, this would pop up. Yeah. Planet, so it's no hazard. Okay, well, now we have a landing pad here. Let's move it a little bit away from this ore patch. Oh, and to jump off the surface, we would definitely need more than we have. We don't even have enough fuel, let alone rocket sections. So, but how does that compare to jumping off Nauvis? Is my question. So this is 6 and 71. You can keep that in mind. 6 and 71. So to go up from here into Nauvis orbit is 8 and 113. Okay, so yeah, Nauvis is a bigger planet than Odkin, and we won't need as big a cargo rocket, or as packed a cargo rocket, or as much fuel. So that's good to know. I do need to go back up into orbit. Let's grab that other, the other capsule. Where'd that go? Oh, down here. And how do I fix a compromised one? It needs heat shielding, repair packs, the LDS. I don't think we have repair packs anywhere, so let's make it here. Repair packs. Curiously easy to make. I should make a few more of these space capsules. In fact, here, let's just... So I think we have all that in our system somewhere. Not the RCUs. We can get them. They're just right here. The solar panels are definitely in our system, but they might be a little far away. Alright. I'm still doing this refurbishment. Repair packs. Alright. And we'll grab a couple when we come back to the planet. Here, you get one. Up to orbit. Looks like our science is stopped. What's the issue? It's the Cryonite science, the new stuff. I'm betting it's an overflow of like junk data pad or something. What is the issue? You don't have any efficiency modules. because you're out of copper. You're getting your copper from this line, which doesn't even work. Wait a minute. How are you working in the first place? I must have done some sort of refactoring and just made it and broke it, basically. These should be down one, right? Probably when I was installing the pipes, I ended up shuffling things around and caused a problem. Missing materials for... Okay. No, you've got it. I just couldn't do it myself. No, come here. Anyway, we're here for mirrors. For solar panels. That should be enough. And you've got all this scrap I need to process at some point. I've been kind of putting that off, delaying. Same with this. Bunch of empty barrels. Scrap. Okay, so we just added copper back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong, but we must have had enough copper just sitting on the belt that I was able to go for a little bit. But then it ended up having problems. Again, scrap just sitting in a box. All right. Oh, before we leave, I'm just curious, how much of our cryonite have we run through? So we filled up... Yeah, not a lot. Let me grab that capsule. I can repurpose it. Okay. Where did I leave my boat? Not boat. My ship. My capsule. Here it is. Ah! Ah, good. Keep going. Keep researching. Ooh, personal robot part Mark II. Let's get the next power armor first, though. Like, that would be nice. Oh. Why do I have so few life support? I thought I had a full stack of like 20 at one point. Oh, because I lost half my inventory. I did have a stack of 20. But then I lost half my inventory when I came here. When I came back from the planet. Alright. Here's all your solar panels. Have some extra space capsules. And fuel. And of course, you need your own launch pad. Did I already give you that? Not yet. And I have room for all the things I'm going to forget. Maybe more belts, more roboports. Well, this is going awfully slow. Iron troubles? Oh, because they had to replenish all the miners. Yeah, that would do it. Oh, meteor defense. I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, I definitely want to bring something. Let's get our logistic facility to make some things for us. So please make me several of the small meteor defense turrets and their ammo. It does take some time. We have glass in our system right here. It's just not on the way yet. And I guess we should bring over some logistic bots, even though I'm not planning on setting up a system over there. Not much of one, at least. Oh, I didn't load these, so I need to grab them. That would have been embarrassing to make them and then forget about them. And that would have very much fit with, you know, typical what I do. You need LDS, and LDS is not in a box, apparently. Although we make it right here, so. Yeah. This is super lazy instead of having like a red belt, a red inserter right there. Give my bots some things to do. You know, that's fine. For now. Okay, and this is all the things that we know we should have brought, but somehow has slipped our mind, and so we're not going to bring them. Ready? Do I need to bring in our capsule? I would like one more capsule if possible. Because I got 3. But I think we have the fuel to go home 3 times. And I need to use 1 myself to get home. Let's get 1 more capsule. Nope. All right. I guess I could fill up my inventory with just like all my stuff I usually take. Give me things. Bots. There we go. I'm gonna get at least one of these big warehouses. I should get a couple, perhaps. No, did I wander out of your area? I do. I have a little empty area right here in the middle. Did not realize. There. Better coverage. I'm dithering, aren't I? I need to just man up and say we're gonna get this done, and even though if we mess up something, then we messed it up. What can you do? We'll send the second rocket. Alright, that's fine. Stop giving me stuff. Let's go. So you're going to the Odkin on the landing pad. 98% chance that we'll be able to successfully land. Are we ready? I think so. Let's go. Oh, I forgot. No, I'm joking. I'm sure there are things I forgot, but I don't know what they are. There we go. Well, first thing, we have our own personal bots. Or rather, I don't. Let's grab some. And we just need to place some solar panels. That's enough to get everything else going. Alright, and then just duplicate this. Yeah, duplicate that a few dozen times. Oh, I didn't bring any cliff explosives. What do you guys? Oh, you have nowhere to drop your stuff. That's something I forgot. Logistic storage space. How many more solar panels did I bring? A few more. Not anymore. But I should have brought cliff explosives. Because these are all not going to work. Looks good. All right. And we need to... we'll probably lay out... Okay, yeah. It became nighttime. We need accumulators. I should make blueprints for all this. So I could just plop down a new mining outpost without having to think about it. Let's get that mining... Well, no, until we get the power, there's no reason to set up the meteor defense. It just won't work. Having some trouble over here. Ah, another bit of cliff. Looks like we didn't bring enough for those. That's fine. Let's see, how do I cancel that easily? I kind of can't. Not easily. Ah. I'm sure there's a better way than this, but I don't know it. Maybe make something that's with like a blacklist on it, and you can only destroy... I don't know. There you go. Or what I could do is just say deconstruct half of it, and then the other half will fill in. That would work. I didn't think of doing something like that. Anyway, here we are. We have power. Let's get our our meteor defense before this gets taken out, and we end up having nothing here. That would be bad. Only protects the area right around here, but this is where our important structures will be. I wish I brought cliff explosives. Like, it's gonna be a hassle dealing with it all over the place, I can tell. I don't need this then. I didn't bring my other ones though. I should have brought my personal roboports. Because we don't need life support here, apparently. Anyway. Let's go ahead and start laying out the mines. So it's nothing silly, like it doesn't need... We got a productivity already, but it doesn't need, like, what's it called? It doesn't need sulfuric acid or something. It seems. Alright, I didn't even look at what the ratios were. I didn't even specify. And so, like I said, we're going to cut this in half. Looks like, in terms of red belts, 9 of these can handle the input of 3.5 red belts. So probably we'll put 4 around each red belt. Just for, you know, for dealing with that. We don't want to send the rock in, so we'll put the rock in a box somewhere. And then we'll ship these two in a rocket thing. Here, we should set that up first. So, where is that? You are going back to Nauvis orbit. And you need to unpack rocket sections. Where am I looking at? Unpack. This needs to be a filter. And you're only going to grab rocket sections. You're going to grab the rocket sections that are not packed, and those get priority. In fact, I should not do it that way. I should put these back here. Prefer from left. And you're going to be loading until... You know, did I bring any wire? I might not have. Did I bring any copper? Can I fake it with just using the navigation satellite? I might be able to. Red wire. Yeah. Here, you can have your sections back, please. And I never should have output them over here. Let's make a few more of these. So you're going to have a blacklist. You are not going to take sections. But all these, you... Okay. Maybe the thing I should do is just load it all back onto this side. And deal with it all on one side. That might be easier. Alright. You're putting this back onto the box, but I don't want to do that until we deal with this. You are going to only load if the number of cargo rocket sections is less than 101. Because we need 100 to launch. It's just taking a long time to get to. I guess it's doing it backwards. Alright, the fuel. Where is that? We brought them. Sorry, I probably could be so much more organized than I'm being right now. I'm just failing at everything right now. Let's see. Fuel refinery. Where are you? Here, have a capsule. These. You're getting rocket fuel? I did need some pipes. Good thing I brought some. I thought I was going to be able to get away with not having any piping at all. Yeah, it needs 54. That's we needed 80 from the from Nalvis, from the surface of Nalvis. We'll have to make a landing pad in orbit for this, but we can deal with that. Did you get all these? Are they all over? Really? I guess we didn't get very many. Alright, put these back. I guess that's fine. I think the whole idea was that you recover more and more of them each time you research something. And my science is stopped again. Why is it stopped? You don't have the new cryonite science because... No, you should have the new cryonite science. Yeah, I do have the new cryonite science. And research is going. You don't have space science. Why not? Because... What's supposed to be here? This. You don't have small electric motors because you're out of copper. This is supposed to be getting copper from the planet. Right here. And there's no copper coming in. Where's all the copper going? I mean, we literally have train loads of copper being delivered all the time. It's just not making its way down the belt, I guess. Here, stop output priority. Alright. That should at least get it going a bit more and things will be a bit slower on the planet. But the planet doesn't need to be fast anymore because it's not making science. It's just making things for... It's refilling this rocket right now. Yeah, most of this was... Whoa, that's a lot of fuel. Okay. But refilling all these packed sections, and now they're trying to refill this belt. So that with all the sections we just consumed. Which needs a bunch of LDS, which eats up all the copper. Okay, never mind. Science is going again, just very slowly. This loaded, so it's almost ready to be fueled. That we were making the fuel on the planet for on the moon for our cryonite base, and it was full of cryonite before it ended up with electric rocket. Maybe that just means we're really going slow on on trying to. We're really going very slowly getting this little moon base set up, this planet base. Oh well. Do I have substations? Yes. Alright. How much is that total? So this is 124 miners, so that's 2 red belts. How do I want to do that? Let's turn this belt around. Alright, 2 belts. Get rid of these rocks, they're kind of annoying. Where's the nearest other patch? It's hard to see on the background. Big patch up here. 6 million. This is 9 million. So these 2 patches are going to be sufficient for what we're doing. All we're doing is crushing, right? All we're doing is crushing. So I need to grab some pulverizers. And do I by chance have more? Yeah, I brought a bunch. More reds, please. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet. It just seems like it's very, you know, just get it done sort of thing. Not a lot of complexity here. Now, one thing we do need to do over here is sort off the rock. Can we just turn rock into landfill? Or what's the best thing to do with it? Landfill. Good. So, filter, stone, over to here. Oops. Go for the next thing, please. Factorio. No, we can't get that one. Personal robot parts. And I don't actually want the landfill. I don't care about that. There's no water on this planet. This is just a way of trying to get rid of the stone. I do need some boxes. Do I have some steel? It seems we're lacking in a bunch of steel. Alright. And the rest of it, you're coming over here. Maybe I should do it one space over. So it looks a little cleaner. And we'll have another facility out there just coming back this way, loading it like that. So we're sending back enriched vulcanite and crushed vulcanite. And then space will make more and more enriched vulcanite, and then we'll use it. Let's set up the other mining area. How's power, by the way? I haven't even been paying attention. Did we actually survive the night? Get rid of that. Actually, I need that. Looks like we're surviving the night. But we haven't had much load yet. We'll have to see once we actually start consuming. Give me things, please. Did you give me things? Yeah, you did. That's fine. More swarm safety? Alright, and let's get our bots to cover this area because there'll be meteor swarms. And so we do need them to repair. I apparently covered some cliff. Where? Here. More cliff? Where? I don't see it. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Alright, and this is going to in total be another 120, so that's again for 2 perfect belts. This is 48. So I need kind of the middle one to split. Sure. So that's 1. Can't quite fit it in. Whatever. This is 2. Looks good. So we need another one of these. I do have to apologize. I think looking back on this, this is definitely one of my more quiet ones. I must be tired. It's been a hard week. I'm not going to get into it at all, but I'm not performing at my best. I suppose would be the best way to put that. So my apologies if this has been somewhat uninspiring. Let's see. At this. A lot more simple than our cryonite base, just because we're not doing much of the processing here. We're gonna just the crushing, and this is almost already getting full. Ah, power issues. Well, I didn't bring any more of these. We already looked at that. I do have more solar panels, so we can make sure we're getting a full charge each day at least. Let's see. So in this network, we still have no more. Yeah, that's all the solar panels. So if we don't, I guess. I mean, we could just feed. We could have a power generator thing and just feed rocks into it. But I think it's fine for this just to work intermittently during the day. Maybe this will fix it. We got most of the way through the night, just not all the way. Wait a minute, that's not right. You're not supposed to be sending the raw Vulcanite. Maybe I just had some in my inventory. Wow, that only stacks to 20? Yeah, they don't want you to ship that. I was betting that that's stacked to 100, and these stacked to 200. Instead, it's 20 and 50. But still, wow. Yeah, they're punishing you for trying to ship the raw rock up. Looks good. These are just not getting rid of the rock fast enough. But we said we only needed 9 of these to be operating at once in order to... Oh well. Look at this. Like, we're moving into some really esoteric stuff. These are purple purple science things. Energy science. Leading to these purple science packs. Energy science packs. Which need energy insights, energy catalogs, significant data, and very cold thermofluid. Like, not just cool thermofluid, very cold. And holmium, which we are not pulling in yet. But whatever. This is just research the things. And then once they become necessary for the next science pack, then we'll figure them out. This looks like a stable system. This feels like it's working fine. And at any point I can just hit this button and we'll get a bunch of stuff over in our over in Elvis Orbit. We'll set up that tomorrow, I guess. I think it's time to go home. Now, I don't think I can actually walk home. I think I'm gonna have to, again, you know, do an emergency burn. I guess I should have put the thing down in the landing pad down in orbit. Then I could have just hitched a ride with the first rocket, but I didn't think it would be done so early. Instead, we're gonna have to rebuild this thing. Leave the bots behind. I think we're good. Let's go. Looks like we're having oil problems. Just where all the batteries are being consumed by these? Really? We're not launching satellites anymore. I don't know what the deal is there. Anyway. Here. That's what I thought was going to happen. There. Oh wow, LDS is being consumed all the way up to here. Like, that's a lot of LDS that fit on this belt. What are we doing with it all? I mean, I guess we're shooting it into space. To make space science? No. Yes, to make... Okay. We're shooting into space to make these transport belts. To make space science. And that is the holdup right now. Look at this. Different observation frames. That's cool. I'm sure that's going to be interesting at some time. But yeah, we're just having trouble with space science right now because of a lack of LDS. No, it's just it's limited by this recipe time. They have all the ingredients. It's just slow. Like, at one point we were going to rebuild this, and we still probably should. Because here, let me just see what space science. So if we were to make space science at 10 per second, which is what we did for the rest of the thing, we would need 120 of these. How many do we have up there right now? We've got 10. Or we have 12 machines. So we're producing 1 per second, I guess. Which is a lot less than the rest of the science packs. So this is the limiting factor. Okay, I think we're gonna stop here for now. We'll go and start building the next set of science in space next time. And we might do some more setting up our, playing with this stuff, setting up some sort of logistics in space. Because I could definitely see doing that. Instead of having to come back to that one machine all the time whenever we want to build, like, some more piping. Okay, so thank you, everybody, for watching. Until next time.